Oh, good. Set the stage. Alrighty. There we go. I think we're all set up. And it's the 27th of March, 2022. Yeah, and the year of our Lord, 2022. Not that I'm highly religious, but you know, hey. I did get the Zoom thing fixed, I do believe. I hope. Well, in Archangel Metatron's self-mastery oracle today, we're on, it's the 27th, 9 to 27, that's 36. And number 36 here is inner child. Inner child. Hear and know me. So, I mean, we often ignore or never think about it, I would say. I mean, I rarely do. Mostly just when this book tells me, you know, hey, what about your inner child? Well, it could be a little boy, little girl, it doesn't matter. I mean, you might be your anima or your animus, I don't know. But you should go within every once in a while and say, hey, inner child, what up? You know, because we don't listen. It's just like we don't listen to our spirit guides, you know, they may be yammering away at us and we're, you know, we're so focused on what I'm saying or, you know, what somebody else is saying that we don't hear them. So it's always good to pause, take pause and go within, play with your inner child, you know, write it a poem. There's different ways you can go about it. It's important. It's kind of like it's as important as shadow work, and it's very similar. Because oftentimes this is why we don't listen to our inner child, because the inner child might want to talk about past traumas or things like that, you know, and that's, boy, we want to avoid that, right? Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. I think there's got to be somebody out there that is similar in that they don't. So yeah, go within and try to get in touch with that inner child so that you can be more balanced and healthy person, really. That's what it's all about, folks. It actually is about being balanced and healthy. That's what we want to be, right? So I think that's what we want to be. So let's go over and take a look at the Schumann Residents. And it looks like we've got 13. There's a number they're saying. I got two spikes. One that came, we're going to call that 1:30, and the other, just a titch past 5 a.m. Oh, maybe a little bit more than a titch. Maybe it's closer to 5:30. So 2 13s, transformation, transition. Of course, that's the death card. But yeah, so double down on death. Oh, I heard that Hillary Clinton has got to end Paseki, whatever her name, the press secretary of Brandon. I mean Biden. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. Guess we shouldn't talk negatively about our president. He's all hail mighty butt fuck. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. Maybe this won't go on. Well, hell, I don't get, it's not monetized, so I don't care. Well, I do care, but I don't care. So 13 is, yeah, the death. 1 and 3 though is 4, and that's the emperor, who can be a dealer of death as he builds his empire, but he's a empire builder, right? The emperor is an empire builder. He built an empire, or he inherited it, one of the two. Then the quality with the power of 7.2, this adds up to 9. 7.2, if we take those two numbers and add them together, it's 9. And that's the Hermit. We like the Hermit. We are the Hermit. Or we embody that archetype a lot here, up on the side of a hill. Yes, I don't have a lantern. I should get me a lantern so I can be, shedding light on the world. I guess I do anyway. Sort of, kind of. All righty, so Death, the Emperor, and the Hermit. Not a bad combination, I guess. And then we go to the frequency, and we got 8.04 hertz for the high, which is pretty good. That's definitely up above the 7.83. And then we have a low of 7.63, interestingly enough. Added together, that's 1567. And divide that by 2, we get 7.83. 783 hertz. So we're right where we're supposed to be. That's the average that we're supposed to have. Though rarely do we actually hit 783 or hit much above it, actually. I've only seen that a couple of times. So I'm really not too sure about how they arrived at an average of 7.83. But anyway, 783 is 19 or 18, I guess that is. Right. Is that 18? I believe it is 783. 15 plus 3 is 18. Yes. 18 is, I think that's the fickle moon, the lizardatory moon. So we'll have to go to the moon or the planetary guide and see what we might discern about the moon. And one of the first things it talks about here in the planetary guide for today from New Velen is Mercury entering Aries, and I did that at 3 a.m. or 12:44 a.m. Excuse me, 3:44 a.m. Pacific and 12:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for those of you on the West Coast. Yeah, so that's the first thing. It doesn't have nothing to do with the moon. And then the moon, which is in Aquarius, sextiles the sun in Aries. It does that at 8:35 a.m. Pacific and 5:35 a.m. Pacific time. And then the Dia moon sextiles Chiron in Aries at 5:32 p.m. or will sextile it at 5:32 p.m. or 2:32 p.m. Pacific. And then the last transit of the day, wait, excuse me, it's not the last transit. So the moon in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus at 6:38 p.m. or 3:38 p.m. Pacific. And then the last aspect of the day or transit is the moon aspects or conjuncts Mars in Aquarius. The moon in Aquarius conjuncts Mars in Aquarius. So that's at 10:08 p.m. Pacific time. So there we have the moon. The moon is about illusion and intuition. The illusion being that it is a light body when it actually just reflects light of the sun. But it's still, it gives us light when we normally would not get light. Looks like the K index is in the green. That's good, but we'll go check it here. So we're at space weather news here. This is today Ben's video for today, suspicious observers. So where we're getting this data, and we do have this corona hole. It looks like it's almost in the shape of a Hebrew letter. Truly, not exactly, but very close, very close. Alpha, I think, is what it is. And looking at the endless spiral, we've got a little poof, little CME, but it's going almost 180 degrees away from us. So we don't really need to worry about that too much. It looks like, though we did get hit by something here. I think this was a previous CME, because the speed is really ramped up there, and the density is slowly ramping up, and the temperature is ramping up. So yeah, we're in it. We're in that corona hole right now, or we're coming into it. And then coming down here to the K index, this one right here where my cursor is we're saying, okay, there's the line for today. So we started out with a 2 before. Well, we had that 3 about 6 hours before midnight. And then basically maintained 2s for 1, 2, 3. I think it's 9 hours. And then we jumped up to a 3. So we're getting up there. We're just one more, and we'd be in a minor geomagnetic storm. So we're in the 3s right now, but we're still in the green. So all is good. We are golden. We're in the green. Everything's cool. Don't you know? Everything's cool. Everything's great. Everything's grand. We're going to win. We've got the Star Brothers and the Galactic Federation of Light is on our side. At least they say they are. Or my branch of it says we are. And they're saying, yes, we are. We're supporting you. Mostly from the spirit side, though they do have some ships. They do have several ships in the area. And it has become real dicey for the Draco and the Mitar. Often they're unable to do their dastardly deeds because of the interdiction of the Galactic Federation of Worlds, supposedly, according to Elena Denon, if you want to believe her. She has said some troubling things, but she also may have some good data. I don't know. I'm not going to judge the woman anymore. I just know that I'm taking everything I hear from her with a grain of salt. That's what I do. But I take a lot of people with a grain of salt. I even sometimes take myself with a grain of salt. I gotta be a salty character. Notice the play there. Okay, I think I've had enough fun here. May you all be blessed. And yeah, may you all be blessed. And I'm thinking I'm going to come on with try to do a live here. I don't know whether I'll do it here on YouTube, but I'll probably do it on Rumble for sure, and maybe Facebook. I don't know. Facebook's kind of funny. Like I said, I was having a problem with the date. For some reason, they don't like January 6th. Don't know why. I mean, they couldn't possibly have heard my video yet. They stopped it just with the title. So, yeah, again, that's on Rumble, where you can apparently talk about that and not be blocked. Anyhow, I'm going to call this a good one. There's your energy report for the day. We will pull a card. We're going to go for the Dragon Oracle today. That seems to be the one that was on top. Why not? And so we'll pull a Dragon card just to see if the Dragon's got anything for us today in the way of advice or something we can look at. I'll try to hurry up. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got a jumper. One's trying to flag us for attention here. And this dragon is Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. Interesting. And it's holding a key. And a trine. So yeah. Enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Oh, that's cool. Kind of fits with the inner child thing, going within for that. The Hermit. Do we have the Hermit in these numbers? I can't remember. Or I just want to talk about the Hermit. Yeah, we did have the Hermit. Death, the Hermit, and the Moon. Enables you to, yeah. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. And indeed, this is what we're all about, right? This is coming into the age of Aquarius, where we are tapped into our intuition. We are able to go within and find that inner wisdom, that celestial wisdom. Certainly any of the star seeds should have this ability. And yeah, so tap into your psychic abilities, folks. And with that, I will call this a did and done deal, and many blessings to you all.